Yeah. So first we will see the nakshatra thing. Okay. Let's take any planet. For example, let's say Mercury. So here Mercury is located in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra.
Jupiter.
Okay, so the lord of Purva Bhadrapada is Jupiter. So let's see where Jupiter is located. Jupiter is located in the 6th house. So it means whenever Mercury activates, it will also activate the 6th house. Simple. If any doubt, they can ask. With this nakshatra concept.
Yes, sir. It will connect to Sagittarius also.
No. Here connection is related to planet, not with the signs. So when Mercury is in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, so Purva Bhadrapada is ruled by Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Okay, not with the Pisces and Sagittarius. It is ruled by planets. So here Mercury is connecting with the planet, and that planet connects Mercury with the house. Understand the flow of energy. So Mercury is connecting with the Jupiter through Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. Now see where that Jupiter is sitting. So that house is activated by Mercury also. Okay. So don't go for the signs ruled by Jupiter.
But sir, in last class, I think we discussed this, that if Mercury is in nakshatra of Jupiter, then both 9 and 12 sign, the result will be there.
Yeah, that is a planet to planet. Okay, for now, just like see, here we have sign that is planet that is ruled by two signs. Okay, but there are some planets who are ruled by only one sign. Okay, so I will cover that part. Okay, but for now, just stick with this rule. Okay, then we will mix all the rules. Okay, so when we use the chart, I will mix all those rules. Okay, so now stick to only step by step. Okay, don't mix and match all for now. Otherwise, others will get confused also. Okay, so after this, I will take example, complete example chart. There you will apply all rules.
Sure, sir.
Okay, now the important concept which I want to take in today's class is a divisional chart. Okay, so many in this class are not aware of divisional charts and how to use them. Although I have given some hint in the last class. Yes, Nivedita ji.
Sir, तो इसमें भी we will see in D9 now that Jupiter is in the 12th house.
Jupiter is in the
12th house, means in D9.
in D9. Jupiter is in the Scorpio. In D9, Jupiter will fall in the Scorpio sign. It means the second house, or 12th house.
Okay, this chart means I am doing it from my phone. So the other chart is also visible.
Jupiter is in 14-degree Pisces, na? So in Navamansha, it must fall in the Scorpio sign.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So 12th house means you are talking about Virgo. So that is not correct. So your software is wrong.
Okay,
If it's showing Virgo, Jupiter. Or maybe you have entered some wrong details. Okay, so you can cross check it.
AMPM का चक्कर होगा.
Huh. Okay, so yes, so we are talking about divisional chart. Just a second. My Word file is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where are you discussing that Sadvarga or Saptavarga?
Huh.
Oh,
Okay, so
can I share about that?
you have any chart?
No, I don't have chart, but I have the description D1, D2, D3, D6,
Yes. That's what I want to share. So if you have, you can share it. If you want to explain this, just try to
No,
explain this in 10
yeah,
15 minutes.
you can explain where.
Okay. See, we all are using the Rashi chart, D1 chart. Okay, so D1 chart we use for the all matters concerning related to the native. All events. For all events, you can use D1 chart. I think everybody know about this. Okay, now the concept of divisional chart is, see, for every event, D1 shows the more than 1,000 kind of events. Okay, every house will show at least 100 events if we watch carefully. So you can predict 100 events from the one house, at least 100 events. Okay, like this for the whole chart, you can go on predicting more than 1,000 events. Okay, now what Rishi did is, for every aspect of your life, he is giving you separate chart. Okay, we call it divisions. We call it Varga also. Okay, Varga Kundli. Okay, now in every software, you will find the another chart that is known as the Hora, Hora D2 chart. It will indicate the wealth and money matters. Okay, second house is what? Second house is your wealth. So it means division of Rashi in two parts. You will get the Hora chart, D2 chart. So nowadays we all have softwares. So I will not go into the calculation part of every divisional chart. Otherwise, it will take 4 or 5 classes more class. Okay. So calculation part, we are not much concerned about the calculation part because nowadays we all have softwares. We all have JHora. We all have mobile software. So those softwares are showing these divisional chart. So if you want to see your D2 chart that will show your wealth and money matters, you can go and check your D2 chart. Okay, so I am showing you all these things because you have to use these divisional charts with your analysis. I will show you how. Now we have Dreshkan chart, D3 chart that indicates the siblings. D3 means division of third houses. Okay, third house related matters. So in D3 charts, you can see the all events related to siblings, their happiness, harmony, disharmony with siblings. Even D3 charts you can use for the health purpose, for disease. If you read a Prashna chart or Prashna system, so the importance of D3 is more. Okay, in same manner, we have D6 chart, Shashtamsha chart. Okay, same manner we have Shashtamsha chart. We call it D6 chart. This is also for the health front. So we have D7 chart, also known as a Saptamsha chart, D7. That is important for the assessment of children. If you want to predict an event related to childbirth, then we have to see the fifth house as well as the position of that planet, fifth house lord or the Mahadasha lord, position of those planets in the D7 chart also. Okay. So in same manner, we have Namansha chart, D9 chart, very popular chart that shows the marriage and all matters related to spouse. There are many other descriptions of D9 chart also in every chart, so you can read about those things. So I will take only major divisional charts through which we can predict the events. In the same manner, we have D10 chart, Dashamsha shows the career and achievements. And D12 chart for the parents. Okay, just understand these things for now. You can take the snapshot of this chart. Although I will upload this chart in Thinkific also with PPT. But still, for now, if you want for reference, you can take this pick. Now see the example chart. Okay, let's take one divisional chart for now. Okay, we will take the D7 chart and D9 chart. Okay, for example. So D7 chart, we are dealing with the children. Okay, and in D9 chart, we are dealing with the marriage. I'll mark it again. D7 chart, children. And in D9 chart, marriage. Okay, these 2 points, let's take these 2 points for now. Now move back to our that example chart. Neeraj, example chart share kar do ek baar. Okay, so in north and south we have both formats. Okay, let's say we are dealing with the event related to childbirth or the children for now. Okay, and we take any planet, for example Saturn. First we have to start with D1 chart. In D1 chart, Saturn is in second house. Okay, the lord of fifth house and the fourth house. So Saturn is connected with the fifth house. It means it can give the result related to fifth house child matters. Okay. Now in divisional charts, see for children matter, no need to check D9. Because in book you will find check every event with the D9 chart. Okay, that is true. You can check. Okay, but when you practice this system, you will get confused. Because author says, Rishi says, check D9 as well as the other concerned divisional charts. It means he wants you to check D9 as well as D7. So when you go like this, you will get confused at the end. Because you will end up with the all 11 houses are activated. Then how will you predict? So that's why I'm saying now you have to use D9 as a conditional basis. If you want to see the marriage part, see D9. If you want to see the career part, see D10. Okay, I think it's clear. Now for children thing, we have seen the Saturn, fourth and fifth house. Now see this position of Saturn in D7 also. In D7, Saturn is again located in the Scorpio sign. And Scorpio sign, it's already existed in the Scorpio and D1 chart. Which means
Vargotam.
Vargotam, as well as it activates the second house itself. But suppose, let's say if Saturn is not in the Scorpio, it's in the Sagittarius sign in D7. So with that example, Saturn can also activate the third house in the Lagna chart. Now getting me how? Because Saturn in D7 chart is in Sagittarius sign. I'm taking as an example. Let's say Saturn is not in the Scorpio for now. It's in ninth sign. It means Saturn can activate this Sagittarius sign in D1. So Sagittarius sign falls in the third house. So it means Saturn can give the result of third house also. Whenever we talk about children only, not for the other matters. Is it clear? Let's say another example. Let's take the Mercury. Mercury is in 5th house, related to children. Now see the same Mercury in D7 chart. In D7 chart, Mercury is in Leo. Okay, now see where that Leo sign is falling in the D1 chart. That Leo sign is falling in the 11th house. It means Mercury can activate the 11th house also, only when we are dealing with the children. You will not consider this Leo sign for the other house, other events. Although Mercury directly aspecting the 11th, it will always activate the 11th house naturally. Let's take.
I have a question, sir, when you
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
So two things here. One, can you just draw on the chart? But when you said the 11th house, I thought that was the 5th house in the Rasi chart, but the 11th sign.
Okay, just wait. So be with me. So I will show you. I'm saying Mercury is in the 5th house. You can see my mark here. Okay. Mercury is with Venus in the 5th house in D1 chart. So I'm saying whenever we are dealing with the children or the child related matters, so we have to see D7 chart. Okay. So D7 chart is here. Okay. So in D7 chart, you have to see where Mercury is falling. Now tell me, in D7 chart, Mercury is located in which house and which sign?
Oh, okay. It's the fifth sign of Leo.
Yeah. So now you have to check that Leo sign in D1 chart. Now you have to move back from D7 chart to D1 chart. So in D1 chart, Leo is in
11th house.
Yeah. So it means whenever you predict event related to children, okay, and during that time Mercury is activated, so you have to consider 11th house also.
I got it now. Thank you, sir.
This is how you can use divisional charts. Okay, now let's take another example. Okay.
Sir, can I ask a question, please?
Yes.
Yeah, sir, you considered Mercury because he's placed in the 5th house, correct?
Yeah, I'm just taking example.
Just as an example,
any
that's
chart.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can take any, you can
right.
See, when you will use this D7 chart. Now question is when you will use this D7 chart, how you come to know? For that thing, first you have to see D1 chart, whether that planet is connected with the 5th or not. Okay, let's take the Mars. Okay, Mars is in 8th house in D1 chart. Now that Mars is connected with the 5th house through the dispositor, no? So it means during that Mars Mahadasha, event related to children can be possible. So for final analysis, I'm seeing D7 also for the
Sure.
Mars.
Okay.
So it means Mars is in Sagittarius sign. So Mars can activate third house also. Mars is in Sagittarius sign in the D7. Now,
Sir, why did you take Mars? Sorry, I'm not clear about that.
yeah, I have taken Mars because Mars dispositor Venus is in the 5th house.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So for every event, first you have to analyze D1 chart. Now from D1 chart, you will get clue which other divisional charts you have to consider.
Vinayak sir.
Yeah.
So now when we take this Saturn for
Hmm.
analysis of children,
Hmm.
now will this Saturn will give any plus point in the case of progeny?
Now that depends. Like, see, Saturn's natural rulership is about the delay and the problems. Okay, these are the Karakattva of Saturn. So it will always create these kind of events. Now, when that Saturn is connected with the 5th house and the concerned planet Mars, during that Mars phase, this native can face a little bit problems. Okay, but ultimately he will get the result. Okay, like this.
Okay, sir.
Because naturally Saturn is in Scorpio sign.
That's
So
what I asked.
yeah,
The Scorpio
that
sign.
energy you have to combine.
If we impose that Scorpio sign in the second house of a D1 chart, and considering the retrogression also,
Yeah.
so the Saturn may create an hurdles also.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay. So this is how we see. Now
Okay,
I think
that's a question.
Yeah.
So in this particular example, you're looking at a D7 for the position of Mercury, where it is, right, in the D7 chart. And based on that Mercury's position in a D1 chart, you are activating additional houses, correct?
Yes.
Is that all, or do you use divisional chart, in this case D7, for anything else?
Yes, see, D7, there are many other views. Okay, D7 chart, you know, we have Sapta Chakra. Okay, 7 chakras.
Okay.
Now this is something I'm talking about, some other element of D7 chart. You can use D7 chart to see which chakra is activated.
No, I'm actually, that was not my question. I'm not asking you what else you use D7 for.
Okay.
What I was asking is that as far as the mechanics are concerned, you use D7 to locate where is the Mercury, right? And that Mercury's house, in this case, the Leo, which is the 11th house, also gets activated. That's all you are saying, right?
Yeah. For now, I'm using this much only.
Okay. There is more to it, but you are not using it at this point.
Yeah. See, there are not more. Okay, in this concept, this is it. Okay, this is the final step. Now, there are many other variations of using divisional chart also. You can call it a variation. Okay, like some people use, like I'm using here sign. I'm giving more importance for the sign. Okay, some people will use house also. Are you getting me? Like suppose, let's say example of moon. Okay, so now see, moon is in the 10th house in the Lagna chart.
Yes.
Okay, now see that same moon in the divisional D7 chart. That is in the Aquarius sign. Aquarius sign falls in the 5th house. It means moon can give the result of children. Okay. Now some people, what they do is they consider the house also, like moon is in D7 chart, moon is in 11th house. Okay, so they say moon will activate 11th house also.
Okay.
But I'm not using that statement. I'm saying only consider sign, not house.
Okay.
This is a difference.
So is it wrong to use the house, sir?
as per me, if you use the house, na, you will not get the result. Ultimately, you will get confused. Okay. So that confusion thing also we will learn. Okay, so don't worry. So I will take one chart in which you are free to use house also. Then you will realize almost all 12 houses are activated for this native.
Right.
Okay, so that's why I'm saying not to use. Otherwise, if you read some other books, na, other authors' books, so they are using divisional charts in some different manners. Even they use divisional charts for the timing of events, individual divisional charts. Okay, but I'm not going to use all these things. I will keep it very simple. Okay. So when you make your notes, you can write down step by step. The first we see D1 chart, then we see the concerned planet in divisional chart, then we move back with that sign in D1 chart and check D1 chart where that sign is falling. That house is also activated. Simple. Okay. Now see, if moon is activated, during that moon, can only from D1 chart, can you say that moon can give the result of childbirth?
No.
Anybody can tell me, is it possible to say moon can give the result of childbirth without using divisional chart?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, no. But you will see
No.
these kind of event. Planet is not connected with the houses, but you will see the event. Then we will get confused how that event can take place. Because our sutra is what? Our sutra is very clear. First sutra, check the concerned house from the lagna. Then check the karak planet. Okay. And in third step, check the same concerned house from the karaka also. If we apply that first concept that we have studied in our introduction class, now check here. Let's say moon mahadasha is running now. Okay. So when I say check from lagna, so you have to check moon from lagna. So from lagna, moon is connected with the 10th house. Moon is aspecting the 4th house. Moon is also connected with the 6th house. Okay. This is the simplest connection.
How 6th house, sir?
Now you tell me how's 6th house. Now by this time you must understand this concept. See, Jupiter, Rahu both are in the 6th house.
Is aspecting
Yeah,
moon.
Jupiter, Rahu both are aspecting the moon.
Right, right.
Okay.
Yes.
So moon is connected with the 6th house. Now on paper, just write down these houses. Yes, moon can activate the event related to the 4th house, 6th house, and 10th house. Now, in these house activation, you will not find the house activation of 5th. Okay, now go through the all divisional charts. Now go through the all divisional charts. Now see in D9 chart, moon is connected with the Virgo. Okay, Virgo is in 12th house. So it means moon is connected with the Virgo also, and moon can give the result of childbirth. Oh, sorry, this marriage. Okay, but this event will not activate. Why? Because original rule is for marriage, 7th house should be activated. But moon is not connected with the 7th house by any mean. Are you getting me? So the same sutra, if moon in D7 chart, if moon is showing, moon is connected with the sun as well as Aquarius. So Aquarius means 5th house. Okay, sun is in 6th house. Okay, now see, for marriage purpose, we can't see this position of moon in Virgo is not helpful for you, because it will not activate the marriage. Why? Because it's not connected with the 7th house by any means. But in D7 chart, when moon activates the Aquarius sign, Aquarius is a natural 5th house in the D1 chart. So it can give the result of childbirth. Okay, now the complete yoga is, you have to check whether the Karaka planet of childbirth is connected with the moon or not. Karaka for childbirth is
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Now see, Jupiter is connected with the moon or not. Okay, so Jupiter is aspecting moon. Okay, moon is connected with the 5th house. Also, now check the 5th house from Jupiter, because we have to see the concerned house from the Karaka also, no? Our
Yes.
third rule is what? Concerned house from the Karaka. Are you understanding how I am arriving to the conclusion?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now from this angle, all three rules are fulfilling with the moon. So moon is a planet which can give the childbirth for this native.
Could you go over that one more time, sir?
Yeah, I will go step by step now. Okay.
Is there any way you can use your little drawing tool to just write on the
Yeah.
side here?
So Neti,
what you
now
have?
you will be unmute. So now you will follow me. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
we are checking first. Let's say consider the moon. Okay, for now. Okay, let's say moon is activated this year.
Yes.
Okay. So now you can take out pen and paper. Okay, and write down how many houses moon are connected in the D1 chart. Okay, so from Lagna, from this point, moon is in 10th house.
Yes.
To write down 10th house, moon equal to 10th house.
Got
Okay,
it.
now moon is aspecting the 4th house. Okay, so write down 4th house now. So moon can give the result of 10th house as well as 4th house. Okay, moon is in its own sign.
Yes.
Okay, so it means 4th and 10th for now. Now see, is there any other planets who are aspecting moon?
Jupiter and Rahu.
Okay,
4, 5.
so Jupiter and Rahu are causing the impact from 6th house. It means moon can give the result of 6th house also. So now write down moon equal to 10, 4 and 6.
Okay.
Okay, now see how many planets are connected with the moon in this whole activity. Moon is connected with the Rahu and Jupiter. Okay, why? Because Rahu and Jupiter are aspecting moon, na? From 5th aspect.
Yes.
Is it clear, no?
Yes.